The calibrated downhaul system needs the mast to be within our tolerances, and if the mast is too long or too short, you can still use the calibrated system. You can adjust the gauge up or down. So if the mast was 5 millimeters too long, what you would do is move the gauge down 5 millimeters. If the mast is 5 millimeters too short, then you would move the gauge up 5 millimeters. The mark on the sail lines up with the medium mark, and that's what we put on in the factory when we rigged the sail. Normally you shouldn't have to adjust this. First thing, when you unroll your sail, don't let it flap in the wind. I don't want to hear the film creasing. There's two things that kill sailcloth: sunlight and creasing, and most people ruin their sails rigging. So you want to make sure that when you slide your mast in, you don't crinkle the sail up on the luff. The best way to do that is to start with your mast in two pieces. Open the pad, mast through, then join the mast, and then with one knee up, push the tack of the sail against your knee and slide the mast in without creasing the sail. Right into the head cap. You might want to walk up and check and make sure you're in the head cap. Usually you can feel it when it goes in. To set your extension, look at the bottom of the sail. It shows how much extension you need. This says 19.5. Most mast extensions go in even increments, so you'd set it to 20. And you can use the tack strap ruler to check yours to make sure that the numbers are accurate. Okay, so now we're going to thread the pulley. Go under the pulley that's closest to the mast. Go under the top pulley on the extension. Go over the far pulley. See, I leave the middle open. Go over the remaining pulley on the extension. And then up through the center, making sure that you're not crossing like I just did. Making sure that you're not crossing. After threading, we're going to downhaul. The calibrated system makes it very easy to set the correct downhaul. You're just going to downhaul till the middle line lines up with the bottom of the mast. If you don't have an Ezzy mast and your mast is not the right length and you're not going to use the calibrated system, there's a visual indicator that will get you to the correct downhaul. So what you want to do is look at the top of the sail in front of the stabilizer, and you'll notice these wrinkles that run down. To get to your medium downhaul, we're going to downhaul just until those wrinkles clean up. And again, we're not looking above here because the head goes quite loose. We're only looking in this area. We're going to downhaul just until those wrinkles disappear. And again, we're not looking above the stabilizer, we're looking in front of it and below the stabilizer. Okay, after downhauling, follow this order for the tack strap and your line. First thing, wrap the tack strap around the bottom of your extension. And then you're going to tension the tack strap until you get a little wrinkle in the tack here, which redistributes the load on the edge of the foot. Then take the tack strap and wrap it around your extension and under itself, and then back onto the Velcro. Now notice I haven't put the downhaul line around the extension yet, and the reason for that is if I want to readjust the downhaul, now I don't need to change the tack strap. So what you want to do with your downhaul line is put it around your mast one time, roll it up, and then stick it in the pocket. Close the Velcro around it. Now it secures your line. Also, the sail has a removable lower pad. If you sail with booties, you can remove this pad because you don't have to worry about kicking your universal if you have booties. If you sail bare feet, I think you'll like to keep the pad on. And after downhauling and setting the tack strap and the line, you want to close this Velcro. Leave these open until you attach your board, and then you can close it up. Okay, now attach your boom, and the cutouts are numbered, and those numbers are in the same place on every size, so just remember what number you're at for your other size sail. After setting your downhaul, use the 3 cords that are sewn at the clew of the sail to set your boom. The longest cord on the Elite is white, and that's for strong wind. The medium cord is black, and that's for medium wind, and the light wind cord is the shortest cord, and that's red for light wind. So to use the outhaul cords, you don't want to pull hard on the clew. You want to have the clew resting with no tension. You also want to have the boom up as opposed to having it lying on the ground. So the boom's up, and you set your boom to the end of the string without pulling on the sail, and then you outhaul to the end of the boom. When you're using the outhaul cords, the first outhaul, I like to pull it, then release it, and then check it with the cord again. When you're setting the boom to the cord, the boom might not go exactly to the end of the cord, and you can use your finger just to measure and know that you might have one finger's width when the sail's fully outhauled. So imagine I leave my finger in there, and that would be correct. With the outhaul, I suggest outhauling to the medium cord, and if you feel backhand pressure, that means that your backhand's loading up, apply more outhaul. If you feel that you need more power, then take a little outhaul off. I find that with the downhaul, you can pretty much leave it at the medium setting for most wind conditions. If it's really light, then back it off to the minimum, and for really, really strong wind, then go to the high wind. But most times, set it to the medium and then just adjust the outhaul so that you don't have backhand pressure. For tensioning the battens, the key on the Elite is stored inside the pad at the bottom. Take the key out. The battens have already been tensioned in the factory. You can check them the first couple times you rig, and then you shouldn't need to adjust them again. You want to make sure your battens aren't over tight. If they're over tight, you could damage the luff end of the pocket, plus the sail won't rotate and flip very well. So, to adjust the battens, you back off the tension just until you see little wrinkles on either side of the batten pocket. Now, we're not talking about the wrinkles in the center of the batten pocket. There's always going to be little wrinkles on the inside just because the material is being wrinkled because of the curvature of the sail. So you want to look on the film on either side of the batten pocket, and then you want to tension just until those wrinkles disappear, no more. You'll always see little wrinkles in the vinyl. You're never going to get those out with batten tension. And there may be also a little wrinkle on the luff panel. Then the other battens, don't over tension them, just get the wrinkles out on either side. You'll see on this sail there's little looseness here. That's not going to come out with batten tension, so don't over tension it. The number 2 batten is easy to see. You'll get little wrinkles on the fusion cloth that will come out with batten tension. And don't forget the head batten. What I like to do with the head batten is over tighten it until it's actually popping back and forth, and then just back the tension off to where it's not popping. Okay, for de-rigging, the object is not to crease the sail and to be as fast as possible. First the outhaul. Then take the tack strap off completely. Make sure you do this before you release the downhaul. Downhaul off completely. Boom off. Okay, and I have not creased the sail. To get the mast out, I'm just going to spin it. I'm not even holding on to the sail. I'm just spinning the mast and then letting it come out on its own and not creasing the sail. The sail might fold up a bit at the boom cutout, but it's okay as long as it's not getting creased. Okay, the sail's lying on the ground. Roll it from the head. Squeeze the head quite hard and then relax it as soon as you get onto the colored cloth. Roll it parallel to the battens. If you get to a batten and you're not parallel like this, just pull the head out. After rolling, put your hand in the center of the core, grab the tack, just tighten it, then tuck the pad, take the tack strap, go around the pad, and then back onto the Velcro. When you put it into the bag, put the sleeve end in first so that if you store your sail vertically, it doesn't damage the sail.